Tol, kumusta? Tol, rapid fire. Ngayon, panoorin natin at pakinggan itong paliwanag ni Atty. Trixie Cruz Angeles tungkol sa hearsay na pilit na ipinapasok ng ating mga sinatong at mga tao na loyalista ni BBM at ng mga propagandista ni BBM na si Mr. Jonathan Morales ay isang marites lang. Ito, pakinggan natin itong paliwanag ni Atty. Trixie Cruz Angeles kung paano natin malalaman ang hearsay o marites lang. Dito ko rin nalaman na mayroon palang mga bagay-bagay na dapat natin ikonsidera bago natin sabihin ang tinatawag na marites. So narito nga mga tol, napakaliwanag. Napakaganda ng sinabi niya. Napapahiya dito yung mga yung mga taong ito. Itong mga sinatong na tulad ni Sinatong Dinggoy Estrada, Sinatong Chis Escudero, at yung iba pa na mga nagsasabing hearsay lang talaga itong lalong-lalo na itong PDEA na pinapasinungalingan nila si Jonathan Morales. Oo nga, hindi naman sinasabi ni former PDEA agent Morales na siya mismo ang nakakita doon sa nangyayaring yun doon sa Rockwell. Ang sinasabi niya lang, siya ang tumipa, batay, o siya ang sumulat sa sinasabi ng informant. Hindi niya sinasabing ako mismo ang nakakita doon sa mga pangyayaring yun sa Rockwell. So ito, para mas maliwanag talaga, panoorin natin at pakinggan itong paliwanag ni Atty. Trixie Cruz Angeles. Ngunit bago yan, please like, share, comment, subscribe para updated ka sa mga nangyayari at kaganapan dito sa ating channel.
Mga reaksyon, kasi tinitingnan ko itong last few days since the hearing, thank you kay GM, yung mga reaksyon ng ilang mga tao or at least dito sa media tungkol dun sa nangyari sa last Senate hearing tungkol sa PDEA leaks. Yes, I know it's been several days, pero kasi yung reaksyon ng mga kolumnista ang tinitingnan. At tinitingnan ko kung ano ang appreciation ng ating media, ng mainstream media, ng mga komentarista dito ay in juxtaposition o kahalintulad dun sa kinukumpara natin doon sa nakikita natin na pangyayari during the Senate hearing. Pangalawa, may sinasabi ang ating Pangulo tungkol sa sitwasyon ngayon at ang sabi niya ay hindi daw siya papayag sa DSTAB. So, pag-usapan po natin itong dalawang topic. Umpisahan po natin doon kay Jonathan Morales. Na-touch naman po ako kasi matapos ninyong sabihin sa akin na nagpasalamat siya sa amin dito sa Luminous, chinek ko po yung interview ni Madam Maharlika sa kanya at napansin ko nga po na after kay Pebbles Talakera ay nagpasalamat siya sa amin dahil nga sinuportahan siya. Ang totoo po niyan, we never really set out to support him, pero ang nakikita kasi namin dito ay maliwanag yung kanyang explanation, mayroong logical at kumpleto na storya, at consistent yung testimony niya. In fact, nakikita natin na ang mga reaction, base dito sa mga reaction, some people are deliberately misreading what is going on. Bakit ko sinasabi yan? Tignan nyo yung mga reaction. Mayroon sa Manila Bulletin, tila kolumnista yata ito, Elson Kismoro. Sabi niya, Jonathan Morales appears to have killed his own credibility after admitting to the planting of evidence, a big no-no, during the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs. Well, unang-una, ito nga po ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, yung kinikwento ko na if the issue here is that kung ang theory mo, kasi it depends on what you're trying to prove kung ang theory mo ay hindi totoo itong document, then you attack the document. Diba? It doesn't make sense to attack the person who claims that he wrote it. Parang ang sinasabi nila, no, Mr. Morales, you did not write it because at some point in your past, you did something really bad. Pag binasa ninyo yung mga statement, if you reduce their arguments to that, makikita ninyo na masyado pong illogical. So, the question is whether or not he actually, if yung theory nila is, he did not actually make that document. So, ang pruweba nila dun sa he did not make that document is because in another case, allegedly, siya daw po ay nagsinungaling at nagtanim ng ebidensya. Para sa akin, simple lang yan. One is not related to the other. Sure, it goes to his credibility, pero ang credibility, mababang uri ng ebidensya yan. Kasi hindi niya inaatake yung dokumento, hindi niya inaatake yung kwento. Kumpleto yung kwento. Pero ang pinakamalakas na nilang panabla ay credibility. Eh ganito po yun. Kahit nga po sabihin natin, kriminal siya. Kahit sabihin natin, malala yung mga ginawa niyang krimen. Mababago ba yung fact na siya po ang investigador dito? Mababago po ba ang kanyang narration na, opo, kumuha po ako ng testigo dito sa informant, nilagay ko po dyan at gumawa ako ng request for investigation. Yung mga target, yung mga atake sa kanya, even after this third hearing, hindi po nagbabago. Puro inaatake. Ito yung nakaraan niya. Ito yung ginawa niya noon. Ito yung mga ganito niya. Anong sabi ng Korte Suprema pagdating sa ebidensya? Yung previous acts niya ay hindi maaaring gamiting ebidensya. If you claim he did a crime now, you prove that crime. You don't say in the past kasi ginawa niya ito. That doesn't prove anything other than he did something in the past. Okay? Logic lang po. At kasi ito po ay pangunahing ginagawa ng media operations, ng mga propagandista. And yes, sometimes we lapse into that kind of reasoning. Pero if you look at the cold, hard facts here, wala pong makapagsasabi na may patunay ako na hindi ikaw ang nagsulat niyan. Pwede mo lang sabihin, that's not your signature. But it is. Mahihirapan sila na sabihin, hindi niya signature yan, forged yan. Samantalang yung taga-pirma ay andyan at tumitestigo na kanya yung signature na yan. The point being is that yung prior acts niya, even if they were horrible acts, they don't disprove what he says he did here. Okay? Siguro, they make him look like he's a liar and that he might be lying this time. Pero really, hirap naman, hindi diretso. Okay, so, it's really unusual. Ito pa, ang mga sinasabi. Pare-pareho po sila eh. So, halimbawa, itong si General Arturo Cacda, sabi niya, yun nga, ni-reveal daw na, yun nga, meron siyang admission daw. Hindi para sa akin, hindi maliwanag na may admission siya doon. But let's say meron. In-admit niya na somewhere in his past, meron siyang ginawa na ganito. What do you mean secondary evidence, Bong Gabriel? Okay, kumpletuhin niyo yung thought niyo. What do you mean by secondary evidence nga yan? Secondary evidence po yung Xerox, hindi yung character. So, meron pa. Ito, sabi pa ng PIDEA Legal and Prosecution Services Acting Director Francis Del Valle, the name Bongbong Marcos or Bonget does not appear in the National Drug Information System or in this Interagency Drug Information Database. Hence, he has never been included in the drug war list. Etong tanong, bakit niyo binibring up yan? Siguro nga in a response to a question. Pero that was never the testimony of Mr. Morales. Mr. Morales' testimony was that there was an informant, he came in, he said there was this instance at the Rizal Towers in Rockwell. And He filled up the forms, took the testimony, made the attachments, and filed a request for investigation. Mr. Morales never said that the incident took place. Mr. Morales never said that the incident is true. Mr. Morales never claimed that he was testifying that the president has prior acts of this. Mr. Morales simply said that he took the statement of an informant and filed a request for investigation. And that request for investigation was denied. Lahat itong sinasabi ng ibang tao doesn't meet that. They are attacking a statement that has never been said. Ito, sabi po ni Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri, while certain claims were made, documentary evidence is yet to be presented. There were no pictures, no corroborating testimonies. In other words, this was solely based on the testimony of one person on what appears to be hearsay evidence. Ayan na naman po. Paano ba naman magre-request si Mr. Morales kung wala siyang informant? Hindi niya sinabi that the information is true as of his own personal knowledge. What he says is, I have an informant who claims that he is an eyewitness, first-hand account of these things that happened there. Mr. Morales didn't say he testified. Mr. Morales didn't say that the informant is correct. Mr. Morales said, let's investigate so we can determine if this is true. Nakakaloka. Ang layo. These people are not meeting it. They either did not hear or listen to the Senate investigation inquiry. They did not look at the documents. They did not bother to study the issue that is here and that was being presented. They're just talking. And they're not talking in point. Kailangan ng ebidensya, sabi ni Senator Mix. Hindi pwedeng sabi-sabi lang. Natural. Wala naman nagsabi na ginagawa ito ng presidente. Ang sinasabi natin ay may request for investigation para i-determine kung totoo nga ang ginagawa yan ng presidente. Pero sinalag yung investigasyon na yon. Paano nagkaroon ng issue dito sa hearsay evidence? Abay, natural. Hindi ba normal yan? Kahit sa NBI, ganito ang procedure niyan. May dadating, complainant, magsusumbong, oy, Mr. Agent, ganito yung nangyari sa akin. Kuha ng statement si agent, file siya ng report, file siya ng request for, parang clearance to conduct an investigation, submit. Ang investigador ba ang may personal knowledge? Wala. Narinig niya, binigay yung statement. But that statement is a sworn statement. Mr. Morales took a sworn statement from somebody else. Saan ang hearsay evidence niyan? Mr. Morales never testified that the president was involved in illegal substances. He simply asked for an investigation, and an investigation is intended to determine if the informant was correct, or there is evidence to support that the informant's statement. Bakit ganito yung mga reaksyon? Hindi nila pinupuntirya. Kumbaga, kung archery ito, wala sa kanilang nabubulsay. Lahat sila ay minsan hindi lumalanding at all. So this is all that the people are saying. The reactions are, yung mga pro-BBM na reactions are, hearsay naman yan. We explained, Mr. Morales' testimony is that there was an informant. That is his own personal knowledge. That informant said this. Mr. Morales is not testifying as to whether or not Maricel Soriano and the senator were at the doing this in Rockwell. He said he had an informant who said this, and yes, he can testify to that. Halatang-halata na mga senador ay sinasalag lang naman nila itong investigasyon na ito. Correct. So, mayroon isa, pumunta sa aking wall at inaakusahan ako na hindi daw ako nagre-react doon sa sinasabi ni Attorney Gadon kasi kaibigan ko daw siya and that I refuse to react. Bakit ako magre-react? Unang-una, kung gusto ninyo to talk about credibility, of course, Attorney Gadon will have to speak and take the side of the administration because he cannot do otherwise. Okay? So, he cannot say otherwise. Sabi ni Ma'am Zenaida, Attorney JM saw the pictures po. Sure. Dagdag natin yan. He saw the pictures. Okay. Pero, the evidence that the pictures are there, the primary evidence of these pictures are the pictures themselves. Okay? In the absence of that, saka lang papasok yung testimonya niya. Check ko lang muna, marami akong na-miss. Thank you kay Jars de la Cruz. Oops, ulit. Okay, thank you kay GM, sus, Maria. Tapos si, thank you kay anak na. Itong si Pepper, you don't understand what hearsay testimony is, di ba? Kasi yung sinasabi mo, hindi verified, therefore hearsay. Of course not. Pagka hindi verified, it's simply unverified. And how do you verify? You verify by cross-examination. Actually, yung verification, hindi yan nag-a-apply sa testimony. Ano ba? Where did you get the term verified? No, hearsay does not mean marites. That's not true. Hearsay means you cannot testify on the truth or falsity of a statement made by somebody else. Okay. Hindi ikaw ang nakakita. So if Mr. B talks to Mr. A, Mr. B says, oh, I saw C drinking water out of the bottle. Sasabihin ni A. So A then tells the judge, Your Honor, at that time, Mr. B told me that Mr. C was drinking water out of a bottle. Objection! Sasabihin ni lawyer ni B, lawyer ni C. Hearsay. Sasabihin ng lawyer ni A. He's simply testifying as to what he heard from this person. Okay? So, ang lalakas ninyong humirit ng hearsay, sa tingin ninyo ba ma-exclude yung ganyang testimony on the ground that it's hearsay? No. Because Mr. Morales was not testifying on the truth or falsity of what the informant said. Kaya nga siya nag-file ng investigation request in order to determine whether or not these things are true. Okay. Nobody is saying and nobody claims that these things are true. They're Schrodinger's cat right now. They could have, they didn't have, or couldn't have. It's one or the other, but right now both exist with the same level of evidence. We don't know. Understand the hearsay rule before you use it. Okay? Hearsay has nothing to do with verification. Mr. Morales can testify. An informant came here, he told me this, because these things actually happened. Mr. Morales cannot say to the court or to the Senate na totoo yung sinabi ni informant. Okay? And nobody is claiming that. Dito ako nababaliw sa inyo eh. Wala namang sinasabi na ganun. Masyado kayong defensive, kayong mga nagsasabing hearsay yan. Diba? It's hearsay only if it goes into the truth or falsity of whether or not these things happen. Mr. Morales is saying, I took his testimony, I filed an request for investigation, and they denied it on the ground that Malacanang didn't want it to happen. This is what is being proven here. You jumping the gun and saying, hindi yan totoo, hindi totoo na may illegal substance dyan. Kasi hearsay lang yan. Kayo yung defensive. Hindi pinag-uusapan yun. Walang nagsasabi na yun yung nangyari. And you just join the ranks. So, of course, you're in good company. You just join the ranks of these people who keep saying, there's no proof that this is what happened. There's no proof that the president had done this before. There's no proof na ganyan-ganyan. That's not what we're trying to prove. So again, when you say there is evidence to this, first make it clear. What are you trying to prove? And what is this Senate inquiry about? Pero may mga instances na raw noon na nagtanim ng ebidensya si Jonathan Morales. They cited one instance. Ang tanong ko sa iyo, so what? So what? Meron bang pagtatanim ng ebidensya dito? You cannot prove that he planted evidence now, that he lied now by saying that he lied before. You have to have something else. You have to have direct evidence. That's merely an insinuation. Sure, it affects his credibility. Of course it does. Pero it doesn't attack the initial statement.